Welcome to the WZ-113G FT Tech Tree Showcase. The naming scheme of these tanks are atrocious. In this video, we're going to go from the tier 5 all the way up to the tier 10 and show you how they perform. We start out at tier 5 with the 60G FT. Now, when I was playing this vehicle, I actually quite enjoyed it. It has 145 standard pen, and if you use premium, that goes all the way up to 220 with heat. This is absolutely monstrous at tier 5, and pretty much anything you meet, you will pen. This is almost on the same tier for tier scale as like a WZ-113G with 420 heat rounds, but not quite. And when you combine that penetration with good alpha for the reload that it has, 180 alpha with a 3.8 second reload time, that gives you 2,800 DPM. And not only does it have the firepower, but it also has the gun handling. You have 1.5 second aim time and 0.33 dispersion. You don't have any hit points, but that's to be expected for this tier and the tank class. You go at 45 top speed and 18 in reverse with 17 pound to weight means that you're more than fast enough. The camo rating is not bad, but it's not great either. It's not like a stug level of camo, but at the same time, you are quite a big target as well. And the view range is decent enough that I don't feel like I need to run binos, but you could do if you wanted to. However, when it does come to the armor of this vehicle, it does fall off slightly. Yes, there's going to be quite a few tanks that you will meet that can actually just overmatch you everywhere. This is only 25mm thick, and you're only going to need about 30 pen to actually go through this. But as I said, I enjoyed playing this vehicle, and I don't think anyone is going to really have too many issues with this tank. One, because it's tier 5, you'll go through it pretty quickly, and two, because the gun is very, very nice. As long as you play in that supporting role where you're going to help your heavy tanks or medium tanks or whatever it might be, you'll do absolutely fine. Where do I want to go? I mean, the T-67's coming with me. I don't think I'm going this way. We're going back over that way. Okay, the plan is that we go to the back here where the stug is, and we just reinforce the heavy side. That's all we're going to try and do. Oh, hello. How much camo do I get? I mean, I've clearly got enough camo to sit here and remain unspotted, so... I mean, this isn't peeking right now, so we're safe from that, and we can just chill here. Every time that these heavies peek up, we can then shoot them. I mean, I'm not really looking forward to getting spotted, and then suddenly 2 bishops and a gorilla just want to bombard me. Hello. It'd be very handy if this guy gets removed from there. Oh! Our savior is on his way. Here he goes. And he's gone. Yeah, that was enjoyable for them. Well, onwards up to this little ridgeline and snipe across. I mean, the Panzer III is still up here. He's just going to be chilling over there, so not really much we can do there. The IKV is on this ridgeline. Kind of want the Honey 3 to be spotted over here. We could maybe put some blind in. That does not hit. No. I don't think they're still here. Oh! Wait, he is still there! Come back! Come back! Good. He listened. Okay, little ELC AMX. It is time to do the spotting. Yep. I think we just go straight up, into their base over this way. Don't even bother with the Panzer III. Nothing I can do against him. Oh! Gorilla! Yes! Oh. Well, he lasted long. Thank you, game. Little SU, where are you going? Come back. Come on. There is no running. Very good. We now move up to tier 6 with the WZ-131G FT. These names are going to do my head in. As a continuation of the last tank you just played, you're now getting more alpha damage. You're now at 250 average damage, and you have 181 standard pen with 241 premium APCR. You then combine that with a 6.3 second reload, and you have 2,380 DPM. And yet again, you still have very, very good aim time and dispersion. You don't have any hit points, which is what you would expect of a TD at this tier, and you go at 50 km/h forwards with 18 in reverse, and you have a 21 pound to weight. This is very, very fast. Your camo rating is now up to 27%, which is very, very good considering we don't have any camo crew or equipment helping us. And we have 446 meters view range without using binos. Obviously, if you're not going to be running food and don't have the crew skills, then run binos if you need it. But once again, the tank is made out of cardboard and only has 50mm of pen needed to go through it. My experience of this tank was that I absolutely loved the 250 alpha, even though that, yes, you do get less DPM than the tier 5, but that extra alpha does act as such a deterrent deterrent from what you were going to be facing that they don't want to always peek you. Considering that you also don't have a lot of hit points, with this style of alpha damage, at least then you're starting to make your way to get positive trades out of just one-on-one situations. Because down at tier 6, there is still a lot of tanks that only have a roughly about 150 average damage. The extra speed was really, really nice as well, because it just felt like you could actually move around the map, unlike what you could maybe do in the tier 5, which is a bit more sluggish. Well, the banana is not looking so great. Our tier 1 heavy is chilling. What on earth is this? Where are you going? I wouldn't even have the gun depression, I don't think. Fantastic. Where are you going? Alright, kill the M10. Nice. And then that dies. That's good. Now we're going to win this. Onwards. Keep going. Look. They're running. They're scared. Look at them run. Oh, wait. Come back here. We'll try that again in a second. Hello. He's on 1 HP. Lovely. I have no idea what is happening in this game, by the way. Literally zero clue. Do you go back this way? It'd be quite funny if you do. Oh. Why did I have to be somewhat intelligent? Could have just kept going down there. You would have been fine. I hate it when I meet a smart World of Tanks player. Possibly because it's the polar opposite of me, but that's besides the point. I mean, we get the kill. The problem is, the Churchill 3 is on 400 health. I'd have to put 2 into him. And he can very, very quickly kill me. I mean, I have other people here as well, so maybe we're okay. Can you finish him? Okay. I mean, we took a bit too much for that, if I'm honest. KV2, I'm not too sure what he's doing. Or is he trying to go into the corner bit? I mean, we get the tracking. Like, we get the decap, I mean. Why would you not just peek this? Like, you're a KV2. You can just annihilate us. I really don't understand what's happened in this game. Like, look at this. The Paulak tank has infiltrated them like a TF2 spy. I have an M10 out here. The Stug is just chilling, trying to kill the KV2. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, we're on 4 kills now, which is very, very good. But we are only on 180 health, and the vast majority of the enemy team can just one-shot me. The SU... the SU is not a one-shot for me. The STRV is, though. I hope the IKV can kill the Bishop. The M10 is probably in the same position still. That's lucky. Gun depression was not a fan of me there. They killed the RM10 though. Did I get spotted? I don't get spotted, which probably means he's not there. I have to go wide here. So look. I have to go wide here and then back up and then wait for him to come around. So that I don't go into proxy and then he doesn't spot me. And then we can just go back this way. M10. M10 is low. Okay. What's the alpha of the M10? Do I get one shot? I think there's a potential to get one shot, but I'm not 100% sure. I also cannot push into this because they know that I'll be there. What on earth was that? Okay, I think I have to just try and kill this. Okay. Now I need to just go and kill this. Do not die, little Stug. Oh no. Oh no, he's using the small gun! Why has he got a small gun? Oh. I just needed the Stug not to die. Man, nearly 2.77 kills in a mastery on a loss. I mean, we leave that as it is, but that's so depressing, man. At tier 7, we have the T-34-2G FT. This tank gets 390 alpha damage, 192 standard pen, and 250 heat pen. For a tier 7, this should have been a perfect continuation from what you've just played. But unfortunately, this tank has a colossal aim time of 2.6 seconds. And it also has worse dispersion at 0.35. It doesn't really matter that it has good DPM with a 7.5 second reload with 3100 DPM, because the gun sucks. Now, my Twitch stream was telling me that I am wrong, and this tank is actually very good. But I didn't have good games in this tank. I hated playing this tank. It didn't feel like I was playing the tank up from what I just played. It felt like it was the other way around. You do have more hit points at 800 now, but it's still not good enough for the tier that you're at. Most of the time you will get 2 or 3 shot, but all the other tank destroyers are in the same boat as well at this tier. You are more than fast enough at 50 kilometers an hour with 16 power to weight. Apart from that's not strictly true, is it? Because once again, our favorite thing pops up into this game, which is hidden soft stats. This tank is not fast unless it has the first field mod. It feels like a slug. The previous tank is faster not only because it has more power to weight, but because of the terrain resistances associated with it. Camo and view range, however, are very good. Your camo rating is up, and once again, not using any equipment or crew skills. And the view range between 458 with just optics is lovely as well. Just before we talk about the armor, I'm going to go through this. I have Brothers in Arms and off-road driving with food. You go at 50 on hard, but you only go at 44 on medium and soft, and it does feel slow. In comparison to what you previously playing, with 21 power to weight and 50 top speed across everything, you notice it. The armor is what you would be expecting at 120mm thick, so pretty much everybody you face will go through you. As I said, I really hated playing this vehicle, and it didn't feel like it had a purpose in the line. It's not a transitional tier where you go from whatever you were just last playing at tier 6 to then a tier 8, because it's nothing like the tier 6 or the tier 8. This tank felt like it was just thrown into this tech tree. They took the baseline of the tier 6 and went, right, we see everything really good here. We'll give it a 390 alpha damage gun. Right, we're just going to leave everything else the same? No. We'll ruin the aim time and we'll ruin the accuracy. So he can't snipe, he can't go up close, and he can't brawl. The Yak Panther would be a perfect example of a transitional tier, where you've just played the Panzer IV and then it's transitioning into the Ferdinand. The Ferdinand being a big brawling tank, but then the Panzer IV-H being that sniper tank. And the Yak Panther sits in between, where you have that more alpha damage, but you still keep the really, really nice gun characteristics of that sniper tank. You see, the thing is with a transitional tank is that it needs to be similar to the tier 6, but then also have a little bit of characteristic of the tier 8. This has neither. It's not fast like the tier 6, it's not accurate like the tier 6, and it doesn't have the aim time of the tier 6. It has more alpha damage, which is what you're going to get a lot more of at tier 8, but it doesn't fit in for the rest of the line. I really, really didn't enjoy this tank, but to my surprise, my whole chat basically said I was wrong and that this tank is great. And you know what? Maybe with full field mods, it is absolutely fine. But if I have to use field mods on a tank to make a tank good, is that still a good vehicle? So do I want to go to the very back of the map to start out with? Honestly, I probably do. I mean, I have now realized that I've gone all the way back here and I only have 0.35 dispersion. So I guess we just pray that we hit? Oh, hello. The praying has indeed worked. Okay, at least the light tank is now taken care of. Just need to work on this tank. Get him out of the game, then we can maybe move around to the right-hand side. In fact, it might just be better to move around to the right-hand side right now. We have some tanks over this side, and we can just reinforce them. Maybe I take it out wide, and then try and snipe across. Okay, this bush is really, really good, if I can make it work. Actually, I might not be able to make it work. I don't have the gun depression to really make it work, but it's fine. We'll just wait here, and I guess we just take the hit. Or something, I don't know. We'll just back off as best as we can. They actually can't see us. Okay. No shot for that, though. There was a slight shot there, actually. We are still losing, though. Oh. Do you spot me? You do not spot me. Oh, you have better view range than the heavy tank number 6. I'm guessing he has binos or something. I should be able to spot him, though. Then we can just finish this off. Okay, the other side of the map is not looking great, but it's not completely awful either. 476. These are some mega high rolls. We hit 466, we've hit 476. Okay. That's now taken care of. We just continue. Come, let's go. We'll just go all the way around to this. Handbrake turn. Shoot the Cromwell. Right, he missed as well. It's all good. The T-37 dying is very, very good for us, though. I'm thinking, do I want to keep going if the Cromwell's just going to proxy, or not proxy me, but spot me each time? He's probably there. You know what? I'm not going to even contest the Cromwell. The Go Vicar is over the other side along with the Tiger P, so, or everyone else is over the other side. I mean, Go Vicar's just died as well. Alright, this should be a win. Okay, that was pretty good. We're going to go up on the hill to kill the Cromwell, though. Unless the Cromwell chooses to run. Okay, Cromwell killed him. I'm not too sure from where, though. I really hope the Cromwell hasn't ran, because if he has ran, that is a big issue. Just trying to dig a Cromwell out, he can just hide. Did I hear something break? Or am I losing it? No, I am hearing stuff break. There we go. Let's see if we can kill both of the SPGs. I can one-shot them both, so potentially. I mean, one is down there. I'm not too sure where the other one is. Long aim time, though. I thought that everybody was going to shoot instantly. It's always the way, though. Like, when you aim for too long and then nobody shoots, or like, you know, you aim for too long and then you shoot and then nobody shoots, or you either aim forever and then everybody shoots and you don't get the kill. For the tier 8, we have the WZ-113G FT. To my surprise, and everybody else's surprise, I enjoy this tank. Because do you know what? It actually fits into the line. It is a brawling tank that has a little bit of armor. Let's not get carried away here. It doesn't have loads, but it does brawl. And the gun at brawling distances is amazing. You have 560 alpha damage with 271 standard penetration and 340 heat pen. That is tier 10 penetration at tier 8. You then have an 11-second reload time, which gives you 3000 average damage per minute. And just to show you how bad the previous tank was, the aim time and accuracy is better than the WZ whatever it was at tier 7. You have 1250 hit points, and that is without using hardening. If you were to go ahead and use hardening, you would have 1350. Your top speed is only 39 kilometers an hour and 20 in reverse, so it's not rapid, but you do also have 16 power to weight, which means that you don't feel completely sluggish. Don't get me wrong though, this is still slow, and you will feel slow in this tank. The camera rating is actually pretty good because you should be brawling in this vehicle, and the view range, again, decent for a brawling vehicle. I think the biggest crime, honestly, is that this tank is classified as a versatile tank destroyer. No, might as well be an assault tank destroyer. If you're playing this tank as a go-anywhere style of vehicle, you're not going to do well in it. This tank needs to be up close, either on the second line or the first line, depending on what tier you're playing at, and just absolutely bashing people with that 560 alpha. You may look at this armor and say that is very, very bad. However, we do have 271 standard pen. So let's go ahead and use the Liberté to demonstrate how good this armor actually is. You'll see that this is around about 240 pen needed to go through the superstructure, which is pretty good for a tier 8. However, on the upper plate, yes, everybody's going to pen you, and the lower plate, definitely everybody's going to pen you. And if they fire premium, then yes, they'll go through the superstructure as well. When I got to this tank, people said that this was one of the worst tanks in the entire line. It has a great gun, the platform seems okay. Yes, it only has 6 degrees of gun depression, but none of these tanks really have gun depression, and you shouldn't start expecting gun depression right now. Yes, it is a little bit slower, but the thing is with this tank, it has a purpose. This prepares you for the tier 9 that you're about to play, because it is a very, very different play style from what you played at the tier 7, the tier 6, and tier 5. And I think that this tank really does set you up perfectly for that. I personally don't see how you can go wrong with a gun that does 270 pen on the standard rounds, and let alone 340 heat on the premium, all while having good DPM and decent accuracy. Will the gun troll you at certain stages? Absolutely, the same with every other gun in the game. But I think that if you're playing on that first or second line, it's pretty good. And that was not the play, Mr. Lynx. Does that hit? I'm not so sure. Might have missed. IS is running though. I'm just gonna have to fire. It's pretty close. Maybe we did hit. No, I mean, we definitely hit that one. The Ferdinand killed the setter. Okay, the Ferdinand's back here then. I don't think it hits. Ferdinand's using the small gun though. I don't know how far back the Ferdinand is. I mean, the reload time for this gun is truly impressive. Okay, it's not worth to keep peeking this. We need to keep going back. That dies though, that's good. No, it's just the IS that we need to worry about. The IS I don't think will continue peeking. And I don't think the IS 6B, no, he doesn't have a way of spotting me. So we should just be able to start farming this IS 6B in a second, after we aim for an eternity. Ah! And I'm on to heat rounds, which I have not realised. This thing runs out of ammo really fast. Just right there. I'll just plink. Oh, okay. I was too busy with the 703-2 that this guy is now in danger. Oh, I mean, I should have been able to help him. I was so hyper focused on this that I didn't realize this. Where's the Ferdinand? Has he pushed up? I know he was pushing, but I don't know whether he's pushed into this like bowl area here. I should be able to actually go up onto this. I don't have the gun depression to do loads, but I should be able to go up onto this and then farm across. I can start farming the Ferdinand as well, although he is getting farmed by everyone else currently. Nah, this is good. This is a good position. Very good. And then we just continue. I don't think we have any blinds, but you never know. It would have been amazing if that hit, okay? It's worth a try. There we go, 6 kills. Oh, Mr. Barask. Friend, hello. Now, you don't want to go that way. That way is very bad. Oh, well. Jumping time. Oh, maybe not. There we go. All is fine. 7 kills, nearly 4k damage. Very good. 4.4, nearly 4.5 with 7 kills. Apply. At tier 9, we have the WZ-113G FT. Congratulations, you've basically unlocked the tier 10. A lot of people tier for tier prefer playing this tank than the tier 10 because it's sort of like the E50 versus the E50M. You now have 750 alpha damage with 290 standard pen. The premium pen being 395 heat pen. Yes, this is exactly the same penetration as the tier 10. You have 13.79 second reload with 3200 DPM. The aim time is 2.2 seconds and you have 0.33 dispersion. You have 1800 hit points and that is without using hardening. If we were to go ahead and use hardening, it's 1950. Obviously not in the correct slot. With a turbo, you go 39 kilometers an hour with 18 in reverse and 15 power to weight. If we were to remove that, you then have 35 kilometers an hour with 16 in reverse. Along with that nearly 14 power to weight. But there is zero reason why you would ever remove a turbo on this tank, and any of these tanks, from the tier 8 onwards. As you would expect, because this is more of a brawling tank, we only have 18% camo, and we do have 440 meters view range. All of this is more than good enough. Once again though, I do want to bring up that this is for some reason a versatile tank destroyer. What? Just so we're all on the same page here, this is basically saying that this tank is the same as an Object 704. No, it's not. And just to prove my point even more, the tier 10 is classed as an assault tank destroyer. This is basically the same tank. The armor layout on this vehicle is around about 260 to 50 needed to go through the superstructure. And while you might not think that that's very good, remember that this is at tier 9, and if people are shooting standard rounds, which have around about 250 pen, that's a 50-50 chance. For example, a phase 1, yep, 46% at the very top, and if you go all the way down the bottom, you'll get more of a guaranteed pen. But remember that you do have a very, very big gun manlet that blocks out a lot of the shots. But if you were using all your gun depression and had a slight angle, then this is a very, very tough situation to get out of, unless you fire heat. When I was playing this tank, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it is a perfect tank that sets you up for the tier 10. Because let's be honest, it's basically the same vehicle. As I said at the start, a lot of people do actually prefer this tank tier for tier because it's basically the same gun but a tier below. Although, this tank is definitely slower than the tier 10, and it's actually slightly slower than the tier 8 because it does get worse terrain resistances. But let's be honest, you have 750 alpha damage, 290 standard pen, and 395 heat. You're not really going to be complaining. The enemy team will, but you won't be. Oh, hello. That, nowhere close. There's another tank. This T10 is really overpeaking. Once our TDs get into position, he's not going to be overpeaking for very long. Goodbye, little AMX. Our light tank is now free. Dobby is a free elf. Go, little G-Saw. That's not the best of ways to get there, but sure. I don't have the gun depression to shoot the Scorpion, and I don't really just YOLO this guy either. At least the G-Saw is now in a much better position. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of waiting, I think. An AT-15. Oh man, I so wish I could just peek this. It's so annoying that it's just right on the edge. Like, it's just right there, but I just can't take it. Although, I mean, no one's shooting me. I'm just going to go over and kill this now that he's on a one shot for me. I'll repair that though. I love the alpha on this thing. The alpha in combination with the DPM is really nice. The RT's right there though. I just can't quite see him. Oh, hello. RT's right here. We aim. Bit more left, I think. If we can get a lovely shot into the 704 or the SU-130PM over here, it'll be very good. T10's already low. There's the RT. So I'm guessing everyone else is over on this island area then. Or on the hill. Oh, hello, Kalana. Aim, aim, aim. Gonna have to fire. There we go. We do actually hit though. You know what, even though that this tank is slower than the tier 10, it doesn't feel that bad. It still feels very nice. Can we jump on him? Oh, yes, jump! Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Only a second class though. You know what, I'm going to say that's good enough because the tier 10 is basically the same tank and we're going to continue playing it. Good old apply. And finally for the tier 10, the WZ-113G FT. This thing is just beautiful. Okay, I won't quite leave it like that because you probably want to know about the tank. This is one of my favourite tanks in the game. You have the same 750 alpha damage, 290 standard pen, and 395 heat pen for the premium round. I also forgot, but this does have 90 HE pen with 1100 alpha, and that is the same for the tier 9. So if you do meet lightly armoured tanks, you can have fun with them. You now have a 13-second reload, which is less than a tier 9, and nearly 3,500 DPM. Again though, you have exactly the same aim time and dispersion as the tier 9. You now have even more hit points at 2,150, and that is without using hardening. If we were to go ahead and use hardening, it goes up to 2,320. Your top speed is 44 and 18 in reverse with 16 power to weight. That is, however, using a turbo. If we were to remove that, you'd have 40 top speed, 16 in reverse, and nearly 15 power to weight. So you're actually even faster than the tier 9, even without a turbo. The camera rating and view range is basically the same as the tier 9, as you would expect. The armor, however, has been amped up on this vehicle, and if you meet tier 9 and tier 8, they will severely struggle against you. You need around about 300 pen to go for the very top part of the tank, and below it, around about 280. And if we were to use the same scenario as we did with the tier 9, where we're fully angled and using all of our gun depression, you need about 300 pen to go for the weakest part. Obviously with heat, that is not a problem. Now in these videos, I used to do 2 games at tier 10, one without field mods and then one with field mods. I'm going to do away with the one with field mods, and we're just going to do the one without. But I'm going to speak about field mods right now. So if we're going to set this tank up, we go for the left-hand side, then the right again, then the left-hand side, and then this last one is really down to you. I personally would rather have the top reverse speed, but you could also go for the left-hand side here as well. And of course, once you do have all of the field mods, you then ditch out the vents for hardening to give yourself all of that track health. Make sure that if you are just going to use the standard hardening, you choose survivability in the slot bonus. The WZ-TD at tier 10 is one of my favourite tanks. It's just lovely. It's reliable, predictable, and usually can pump out some decent damage games. Erlenberg, good map. We go to the city, we hope that the Griffin and the IS-7 exist, and we hope that the FVs don't. I think we need to be aggressive in this scenario though. So I'm thinking that I just cross completely, like straight away, because there's not going to be that many tanks. I think the vast majority of them are going to be elsewhere. We do get spotted though. There's 1 FV and 2 FVs. Okay. Load heat. Hello, Jagdpanzer. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, mate. You're going to be a problem. I just need my 780 to assist me. He doesn't have to do a lot. He just has to make sure that he does shoot if someone does cross. I think what we're going to do is go backwards, and then we'll go to this corner bit, because now we know that the Jagdpanzer and the Griffin is also there. The Jagdpanzer still there? Yes, of course, it's a triangle. He's going to stare at that forever. Just don't hit this. Okay. I don't really know how that doesn't pen. The 780 looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. Not as much trouble as the Griffin, though. He's getting YOLO'd by a Foch. Apparently, the accuracy is not an issue. You know, we can be stunned. Absolutely fine. No worries. Is the Jagdpanzer looking my way or the other side? That's it. Oh, thank you. I need this Jagdpanzer to die. You know what? Screw it. He needs to be taken care of. Do I get back? I do get back without taking damage from the Griffin. I'm going to load AP and we'll go for the Griffin now. Actually, I could HE him. Come on, man. I mean, we've lost basically all of our health now. But at least we've cleared this out as a positive, I guess. There is 2 FVs, though. 2 FVs which are probably just waiting for me. I don't really know how I should play this. I mean, this should be completely clear because the Manticore has gone all the way down. So I should be able to just push this. There's no arty left. Found the FV. He's just shot. Why am I not just YOLOing him? I need to engage my inner YOLO brain. That's what I need. Okay, we now wait until we're unspotted. I'd love to shoot this Leo in a second. We should be unspotted. And then we aim. Oh. Oh dear. Bad, WZ. Bad. Where's the Leo gone? And it's not quite the same Leo that I wanted to shoot, but one more. Come on! Reload faster, little WZ! Yes! Good WZ. And we should probably just cap because it's an EBR. Oh, the EBR's drowning or something. I don't know. Very, very nice. Nearly 5.7k, 8 kills, 1.1k assistance, mastery, apply. That was lovely. So there you go, the WZ-TD Tech Tree Showcase. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe. We're trying to hit 40k. I'll see you all in the next one. The Jagdpanther would be a perfect example of a transitional tier, where you've just played the Panzer IV-H. No, you haven't. You have more than enough accuracy, and the aim time is absolutely fine, considering that we are now fully in the brawling spear. Spear? Sphere.